Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Brad again, and thanks for coming to chill in the lounge today. And in today's video for you guys, we actually have something new that we're going to be going over. So first off, we are going to be doing a deck profile today, and that's going to be featuring my version of Sky Strikers. And you guys are probably wondering what this little dice tray is on the side over here with a couple of dice inside. And what I'm going to start doing in the beginning of all of my videos is going to be like a little mini giveaway. More or less to thank you guys for coming to see all of my videos and to keep you guys coming back for more. Because who doesn't like to win free stuff, you know? So I have a little trap package here for you guys. And I wanted to show you what you can possibly win. So first off, it is an Elixir of Scarlet Sanguine, Guardian of the Golden Land, Conquistador of the Golden Land, Hakiero of the Golden Land, Trap Trick, and Solemn Judgment. So if by chance you want a chance to win this package, all you have to do is make sure that you like this video, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and then the last thing you have to do is just drop a comment down below with a random number between 3 and 60. And in the beginning of my next video, I'm going to be rolling these 3 dice right here. And whoever is the first to comment that gets the number closest to what I roll in my video, you are going to win this little package. And also, if you guys haven't seen, since we are starting to get close to the 100 subscriber mark, I have a little giveaway plan for when we do hit the 100 subscriber mark. And I did post that in my zombie deck test hand video the other day. But if you guys haven't seen it yet, you possibly have a chance to win a black Ultra Pro deck box and a set of yellow sleeves that are Ultra Pro matte with yellow and black dice. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you possibly have a chance to win, and tell all of your friends. And without further ado, let's get into my deck profile, guys. Alright guys, and starting off for our monster lineup, we play triple copies of Sky Striker Ace Ray. Because Ray is Bay, you never ever play less than 3. This is the card that you want to see in your opening hand, so you can proceed into your Sky Striker Link plays, and really kind of, put the pressure on your opponent. There really is no other explanation needed, honestly. We play triple copies of Sky Striker Ace Rose. A lot of people never pay attention to her graveyard effect, where if you send an opponent's monster from the extra deck monster zone, or the extra monster zone to the graveyard by battle or card effect, you can actually special summon her from your graveyard, and then you can negate a face-up monster's effect on the field, and it does not target. So it definitely is a really, really good effect that a lot of people really don't pay attention to. And we also play the Double or Nothing package in here, so you want to max out on your copies of Rose. Next, for our hand trap lineup, we play 2 copies of Effect Veiler, 2 copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, and 2 copies of DD Crow. If you really wanted to, you could opt to play 2 sets of 3, like if you wanted to play 3 Effect Veiler and 3 Ash, or 3 Ash and 3 Crow. I'm just doing a 2-2-2 package just so I have the variety in the opening hand to see something that's not like a cluster of 2 Ashes or something like that. And that was it for our monster lineup. And for our spells, we play triple copies of Sky Striker Airspace Area 0. The main field spell of the deck. This is what can help you really get into the cards that you need, and it gets other spells into the graveyard as well. We play double copies of Sky Striker Mecha Widow Anchor. I really think that eventually, especially with Engage being banned, Widow Anchor can definitely come back to 3, but the fact that it's at 2 now is definitely a consistency boost that the deck needed, so you can keep on recycling it, and more or less one of the main Sky Striker cards that you're going to want to search from the deck so you can shut down your opponent's effects and possibly steal them for the turn as well. And then we play double copies of Sky Striker Maneuver Jamming Waves. Just face down spell and trap removal, and then if you have enough spells in if you have at least 3 spells in your graveyard, it is also a pop of a monster in the field, and it doesn't target, so it's a really, really good effect. And next we play double copies of Sky Striker Maneuver Afterburner. This is just the opposite of jamming waves. If you control no monsters in your main monster zone, you can target a face-up monster on the field and destroy it. And then if you have more than 3 spells in your graveyard, you can destroy your spell or trap card on the field. Next, we play double copies of Sky Striker Mecha Shark Cannon. Definitely really good for getting, problematic cards out of your opponent's graveyard. And then if by chance you want to be able to special summon it to your side of the field, if they have like a really nice link in there or something that you want to use to try to get into Access Code Talker, then this is a really good card. You could opt to play this card at 3. I think 2 is just fine, just like with the others. And then for the last cards of our Sky Striker package, we play the 1 copy of Hornet Drones and the 1 copy of Multi-Roll. Again, the cards are limited to 1 for a reason. You really want to try to get into Multi-Roll as quick as possible, so you can get more recursion from your graveyard, and then if you use its effect, your opponent can't respond to spell effects for the rest of the turn, even if this card leaves the field, and that's just busted, honestly. That's really, really good. Next, we play 2 copies of Foolish Burial Goods and the 1 copy of Metal Foes Fusion. This is just to get extra spells into your graveyard, and then Metal Foes Fusion is just for the extra draw. You really can't go wrong there. Next, we play triple copies of Cosmic Cyclone. With Mystic Mine and other decks that have certain back row, like there can only be 1 or anything that can possibly floodgate you out of playing. You want to make sure that you have more options of spell trap removal, and plus it's an extra spell in the graveyard, and it banishes any problematic spells or traps that your opponent may have. And then for the one-ofs, we play 1 copy of Terraforming, 1 Upstart Goblin, 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Reinforcement of the Army, 1 Mystic Mine in case you ever have to sit on it for a couple of turns so you can try to get into the pieces that you need, and 1 Double or Nothing, because again, this is the Double or Nothing variant with the triple copies of Rose and triple copies of Ray. If you can get into both of those cards on your opponent's turn and get your Utopia Double and Utopia on the field, it's more likely going to be game, and it's really, really cheeky. And the last cards of our deck is triple copies of Infinite Impermanence. Because again, it's like a stun control variant of Sky Strikers. If your opponent doesn't play, then that's good news for you. So that is it for the main deck, guys. 40 cards, 39 really if you want to include the Upstart Goblin. But let's get into the extra deck, guys. First, we play triple copies of Sky Striker Ace Kagari. It's usually the first Sky Striker Ace monster that you're going to go into, and it recurs a Sky Striker spell card from your graveyard. Next, we play triple copies of Sky Striker Ace Hayate. He's the poker of the deck. He can attack directly, and when he does battle damage, you can toss a Sky Striker card from your deck to the graveyard, and that's more or less to help you get into the pieces that you need. We play triple copies of Sky Striker Ace Shizuku. This is the card that lets you add a Sky Striker card at the end phase from your deck to your hand. That is a different Sky Striker spell card, different than the ones that you already currently have in your graveyard. So this can also help you get to the pieces that you need so you can get past certain boards that your opponent may have. And then for the last of these Sky Striker monsters, we play 1 Sky Striker Ace Zeek. This is the new card that recently came out of Dual Overload, and it's a nice little 2-link monster, and it also has a really good effect that if it's Link Summon, you can target a face-up monster on the field and banish it until your opponent's next end phase, which could also get rid of, like really problematic monsters that you might have trouble getting over. And then also, it has a secondary effect where you can target a card that you control, and it gains, this card gains 1,000 attack, and then you can send the targeted card to the graveyard. I don't really use that as often, like not unless like I really need to maybe have like if I open Metal Foes Fusion and I need to get that to the graveyard, maybe I'll use that effect then. But it's not a bad card, but it's more or less just a one-of. And then we play the 1 copy of Sky Striker Ace Kana. This is just to stop like a big beefy monster your opponent may have from attacking, so playing one is just fine. Next, we play the 1 Nightmare Unicorn and the 1 Access Code Talker. Again, it's really good. Access Code Talker is probably the best card in the extra deck. You can't respond to any of his effects, and if you use Shark Cannon to get like a Link 2 or something out of your opponent's graveyard, or even if they have a Unicorn, and then you can get like if you happen to have like a hand trap in your hand, Unicorn and like Effect Veiler, that's going to be your Access Code Talker. And all of the Sky Striker links are all different attributes as well, so you can use his effect multiple times on the same turn to pop cards that your opponent controls and they can't respond to it. And last, we play the 1 Utopia Double and the 1 Utopia. Because again, this is the double or nothing package. You want to be able to have these in your extra deck so you can poke your opponent per game with the 10,000 attack Utopia. So that is it for the deck, guys. 40 cards in the main, 15 in the extra. So if you like the profile, be sure to drop a like down below, and also if you want a chance to win that little trap package giveaway, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and comment a number down below with a number from 3 to 60, and in the next video I will do a little dice roll and one of you guys will win that set. So make sure you tell all your friends and get them to subscribe to the channel so we can get that 100 subscriber mark as well and do that little giveaway for the deck box and the sleeves. And I will see you guys in the next video. So thanks for coming to Chill in the Lounge, and everyone take care. Peace.